Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. This morning at approximately 6:30 a.m., deputies responded to an in-progress call related to a possible disturbance and a shooting here at this residence located on Wallflower in East Harris County. Upon arrival, they discovered an adult male in the front of the residence, the front yard. He was subsequently pronounced deceased. Soon after, they located a second individual reported to be the shooter, and we were able to identify and locate her. She had just left the location as soon as everything transpired, but she was located immediately, and for now she's cooperating with our investigators just to determine exactly what happened. It appears that there was some type of disturbance that broke out inside the residence, and then at some point it started spilling over out into the front yard. We don't know if the male was shot inside the residence or outside, but we believe he was probably shot inside, and he exited the residence perhaps after her, and then collapsed in the front yard. We're told that the couple was previously married. They've since been divorced for the last 2 years or so, but they still cohabitate or live together is what we're told. We don't know what their living arrangements were. And again, we'll have to kind of determine exactly what happened, what led up to the shooting, and then work with the Harris County District Attorney's Office to determine if any charges are applicable or possible next steps. It does appear that there was a previous call for service out here, but at this point we don't know if it was related to the couple or not. We'll have to kind of get those details, but there was a previous call for service out here. It appears an arrest was made, but we want to just confirm that it's the same individual, and that'll be part of our investigation.
Any children that was involved with this couple? Did they have any children?
I'm not sure if they had any children or not, so that's something we're going to be looking into, obviously, to see if there was anyone else in the home. But we don't know at this point. We don't have an update on that at this moment.
Now, Sheriff, I know domestic violence has continuously been an issue that y'all have had to respond to. Talk about this instance and how it's an example of how this is an issue that we have to continue to address as a society.
Yeah, it's such a critical issue. Just last week, I was at a press conference with the Houston Area Women's Center, just talking about their safety plan. Encouraging. They have a 24-hour hotline where anybody can call, a 24-hour hotline, and they'll help you develop a safety plan before, during, and after any type of domestic violence situation. The key thing for the public to remember is that these situations can be very volatile. There could be, high emotions, different things to trigger arguments. And now with the prevalence of weapons, where everybody pretty much has a firearm now, you mix it with high emotions, perhaps a deteriorating relationship of some kind, and sometimes bad things happen. And we're seeing the uptick in domestic violence. It's significant. We saw it during COVID, and now it seems we're not slowing down. And so just again, we encourage people. We have a lot of resources here in our community, from Houston Area Women's Center, Family Time, the Bridge over in East Harris County. There's so many resources now. Just seek help, if you suspect that a loved one is going through some type of domestic violence situation, just help get them information. It really is a matter of life or death.
Are you able to provide any identifying factors of the two individuals involved, like their approximate ages? Are you able to share any names?
I don't have the names yet. That'll be something we'll work with the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences to confirm. But it appears to be a black male. I would guess anywhere between maybe 30 to 40 years of age, and he's deceased here at the residence, outside the residence right now.
Can you describe more about the woman you are speaking with, ex-wife? I heard you say.
I don't have any information on her in terms of anything. We just know that she immediately fled to another residence here in the same neighborhood. We were able to locate her. She is cooperating and basically has led us to believe that it stemmed from some type of domestic violence situation that was developing earlier this morning. We don't know all the dynamics of what transpired or who was the aggressor or anything like that. That'll be part of our investigation. But at this point, she's She's cooperating, so it's a matter of that will be reviewed with the district attorney's office again to determine all the different factors that may be applied. If there's a situation where maybe self-defense may have played a part, we simply don't know, and we just can't speculate. We just basically come and look for the facts and then let the facts determine where we go from there.
So I understand incident happened inside the home early this morning, spilled outside.
Correct.
Do we believe that woman, she shot the ex-husband, fled to a neighbor's home?
Yes, at this point it appears it most likely happened inside the residence and he stumbled out of the residence. She ran out as well, so we don't know if he was seeking help or was going after her. We don't know how those pieces fit. That's what our investigators will determine this morning, and we're also talking to neighbors and others that may have heard or seen something as well.
And she went to a neighbor's home, and that's where you
Yeah, she went to a nearby home here in the same residence, just about a block away, and so we located her there.
Any idea how many times the victim was shot and where?
I'm not sure. I believe in the front torso somewhere, but I'm not sure the number of shots that were fired.
Sheriff, talk about what happens next investigatively moving forward.
Yeah, at this point, we'll interview everyone involved, try to get as much information as we can, really just try to piece it back together in terms of what led up to this. And then we'll also converse with the Harris County District Attorney's Office to kind of let them know kind of the facts that we've known, and then determine, what the next steps would be. If there's a charge that can and would be filed right now, then we'll pursue that route. Or if it's something where it may go to the grand jury, for something for them to consider all the facts and then make a determination later on, then that'll happen as well. So it's a process. It just depends what our investigators find out over here. And our condolences go out to the families. This situation obviously impacts two different families, everyone involved, even neighbors. We always say there's impact to neighbors, to the workforce. If there are worse children involved, now, parents are, without a father maybe, and now, mother maybe going through, some things here as well. So a lot of impact sometimes beyond just the initial domestic violence.